Okay, today we're diving into an educational model with a mission that's, well, it's seriously bold. They're aiming to redesign the human mind. And no, this isn't about just cramming facts for an exam. We're talking about fundamentally rewiring how we see the world and solve problems. So, what does it actually mean to redesign the common mind? Let's get into it.
It all starts here, doesn't it? That little flash of inspiration, that nagging question in the back of your head, or that sudden jolt of curiosity. That's the origin story for basically every innovation ever. And it's this simple, incredibly powerful idea that's right at the heart of the whole approach at SNS Institutions.
So you had that spark, but how do you fan it into a real fire? Well, this institution has a pretty fascinating answer. You don't just fill the mind with information, you systematically redesign it.
Now, redesigning the common mind isn't just some catchy marketing slogan, it's their entire philosophy. It's about making a fundamental shift in how you see things. So instead of just learning how to solve problems that are given to you, students are trying to go out and find opportunities where everyone else just sees a dead end. And that's what turns them from just learners into real builders and changemakers.
A mission this big needs a rock-solid foundation. For SNS, that foundation is built on 3 core values that really guide everything they do. First up is sincerity, and this is about way more than just studying for a test. It's about having a real, genuine passion for knowledge. It's about encouraging students to ask why, just because they're curious, not because it's going to be on the final exam.
Next, we have nobility in our actions. This is like their ethical compass. It makes sure that as students are learning these powerful new skills, they're always thinking about the impact. The goal isn't just to build something cool and innovative, it's to build something that's responsible and actually helps society.
And finally, there's service. This value is what connects all that learning and all that innovation back to the real world. It's the idea that education really finds its true purpose when you use it to solve real problems in the community and make a positive difference.
And this quote just nails the why behind those values. So many schools focus only on achievement, grades, test scores, rankings. But here, the whole focus shifts. The goal isn't just to achieve something, it's to find meaning and create a real positive impact.
Okay, so we've got the philosophy and the core values, but what does this all look like in practice, day to day? Let's peel back the curtain a bit and look at the actual blueprint they use to make this vision a reality.
The whole thing really stands on these 5 pillars. It kicks off with how they teach, focusing on hands-on methods. Then it's all about practical application, from building skills in clubs to tackling actual problems from industry. Then you add in partnerships with real companies and a foundation of social responsibility. And what you get is a completely holistic system.
And right here is the engine that drives it all, the 3P culture. It's a simple loop, but it's super powerful. It all starts with purpose, the big why. That purpose then gets shaped by a structured process like design thinking. And finally, it's brought to life and scaled by the people, the community working together to make it all happen.
And this is how they build up the individuals inside that culture. The 3C competency circle zeroes in on 3 key areas. Curiosity gets you in the right mindset for discovery. Logic sharpens your thinking for solving problems effectively, and practical business skills, well, that's what grounds your big dreams in reality.
So, we've seen the philosophy, the values, the frameworks, but what's the end game? What is this entire system actually trying to build? What's the big, tangible goal here?
1,000. Just let that number sit there for a second. 1,000 what? What could that possibly be?
And there you have it. The mission is to empower students to build 1,000 AI startups in the next 10 years. I mean, that is an incredibly ambitious goal. They're trying to transform themselves from just a place of learning into a massive innovation factory, potentially shaping the next generation of tech leaders.
This chart really puts the difference in sharp contrast. The old traditional model, it's often all about achievement by learning facts. The SNS model, though, flips that completely. It shifts the focus to creating meaning and impact, and it gives students the tools to turn their own insights into real-world innovations.
Of course, a goal like building 1,000 startups, that takes more than just a mission statement. You need a powerful, dedicated support system to help turn those student ideas into actual, successful companies. And that support system is called SPINE, the Founders Club. Think of it like a built-in incubator. It's the whole ecosystem where ideas can find their purpose, startups get clear direction, and young entrepreneurs find everything they need, from funding and mentors to a community of people who get it.
So when you pull it all together, you see it's not just about teaching in the traditional sense. It's a much more active process. It's about igniting curiosity, nurturing a sense of responsibility, and ultimately, empowering students to go out and design the future for themselves.
And that brings us right back to where we started, that initial spark. This whole model is designed to light that spark and then give it the fuel to grow. So the only question left for their students, and maybe for all of us, is a pretty simple but powerful one. What are you going to build with it?